and welcome terug by GMNC. My name is Taryn Woods and I will be your anchor for this hour-long show. Before we start, I'd like to take a moment and thank Puzo Water, The Hair Shack and La Montagne for being our wonderful sponsors. Let's start our day with a very important weather and surf report brought to you by Victory Surf.
Good morning and welcome to your weather for today, brought to you by Victory Surf. Today will be sunny and pleasant with a high of 25 degrees and a low of 14 degrees. The real fuel will be 25 degrees and the real fuel shade 23 degrees. We have a north-northeasterly wind at 11 kilometers per hour and wind gusts at 32 kilometers per hour. Also 0% chance of showers today. The sunrise will be at 10 to 7 a.m. and the sunset at 10 past 5 p.m. Joburg, plenty of sunshine with a high of 20 degrees and a low of 5 degrees. Pretoria, pleasant with a full day of sunshine with a high of 21 degrees and a low of 7 degrees. And then Cape Town, after a cloudy start, sunshine returns with a high of 18 degrees and a low of 10 degrees. Next up will be your surf report brought to you by Deon Bosman.
Tailor-made in the fashion of today.
Good morning, Ballito, and welcome to Friday morning's beach report and an overview for the weekend. And a classic winter's morning again with light offshore breezes till about 11 o'clock. And quite a foolish tide this morning and very, very small swell. Unfortunately, the contest is still running. We're into the quarterfinals and it's really, really small out there. But some nice clean peaks, and then the onshore will come up by about 11 o'clock. Lovely 22 degrees, beautiful beach day. Get down to the Ballito Pro and check it out. You're really going to have some fun. Enjoy your day.
Welcome back to our GMNC show. With me in studio for our daily inspiration is the beautiful and lovely Prathisha Singh. Prathisha, good morning.
Hi Taryn, thank you for having me.
It's great having you in studio, and again, it's nice being the two of us. It hasn't been the two of us in ages.
In a while, yes.
Yeah. So Prathisha, tell us about our inspiration for this morning.
So today we're talking about the number one shift you can make to catapult your relationships.
Ooh,
And I must say, thank you to my parents. It's inspired by their wedding anniversary. It's their 36th wedding anniversary. I have to add 1+ to my age.
Well, congratulations to your folks.
I thought I'd chat relationships. And actually, the number one shift you can make is stop expecting your partner to be your cheerleader and be your own cheerleader.
I think that's quite a difficult one for us ladies, isn't it? Because you want that kind of cheerleading from them the whole time.
Don't get me wrong now, I love flowers and roses and compliments. There's a difference here, right? Yeah. But it's almost like when you ask, you know how we meekly ask, how do I look in this dress? Yeah. Do I look fat in this? Should I be wearing this, you know? And it's so loaded with this need for their approval. It's not just a question, right? Let's face it. Let's be honest.
That's very, very true. We're waiting for that.
Yeah. And on some deeper level, we're like, oh, he didn't meet my expectations, you know. Oh, he disappointed me again, or she disappointed me again. When you don't validate or get that validation from them.
Yeah, you feel a bit disappointed.
You do. But can you imagine the difference where you have this foundation of self-worth and you know your value? And so when you ask the question like, do you like this dress? And then your partner goes, actually, I like the blue one better. All you think or you say is, oh, great, I'll wear the red one today, and tomorrow I'll wear the blue one. You know?
Yeah,
and it's no big deal because you validate yourself. Now, for lots of people on a more serious note than just dresses, even though Taryn and I can relate to the dress thing, people do it even if you want to start a business, if you want to do a new course, if you want to up-level yourself. A lot of the time, we hold ourselves back waiting for your partner's validation, right? Now, imagine the partner also. What a load of baggage is that for him or her? With you sitting there and you expect him or her to fill in this void that you probably have from the time you're like 4 years old. This childhood thing of not getting it, I don't mean to go down on parents because I'm also a parent.
Yeah.
But maybe you didn't get it as a child and maybe it continued throughout your life, you know? And now you expect this other human being to come in and fill this void for you. That's a bit much, right?
Impossible.
Nobody can. So become aware of it. When you're asking your partner for this approval and this validation, become aware of it. Is it just a question, or is it fully loaded, with all of this need? And the other thing is, if you're having a conversation with your partner and he or she is giving you constructive criticism, you don't take it that way. You take it as, oh yeah, you see, I knew I wasn't pretty, or I knew
We
I'm not
completely
good at my
spiral
work.
it the other way around.
Completely the other way. And the poor partner is just like, you know what, babe, I thought if you added this, this, and this to it, it would be better. But you don't see it that way. You see it as, I knew I'm not worthy, and now he or she is telling me I'm not worthy. And you're compounding it. So can you imagine how more relaxed you would be if you had this value and self-worth for yourself, and how relaxed your partner would be, right?
Yeah, your whole household and the whole dynamic and relationship will start to change.
Exactly. So that is my advice, the number one shift to catapulting your relationships.
Absolutely love it, Prathisha. What a lovely way to end off the week with such an inspirational message, and something every single one of us can take through to ourselves every morning, every evening, every day with our partners, or even friends for a matter of.
Exactly. I mean, we rely on our BFFs the same way, Come on, validate me, validate me.
Yes, instead of taking my own self-validation and, making yourself feel good and look good, and also trusting in yourself.
Exactly.
That's the main big thing. Prathisha, thank you. Have a super weekend, and I'm sure I'll see you soon.
Yes, definitely. Thank you, Taryn.
Only a pleasure. We're going to go into an ad break, and after the ad break is our sports report with Matt Williams.
Welcome to Relax Inn. Situated in the heart of KwaZulu-Natal's Dolphin Coast, nestled on 2 acres of beautifully manicured gardens with panoramic ocean views and within walking distance of the pristine shores of uShaka's Rock Beach. Our dine-in restaurant offers a mouth-watering menu and caters not only to hotel guests but local residents too. Our venue is perfect for your fairy tale wedding destination with an outdoor garden chapel seating up to 200 guests and a 300-seater ballroom, ideal for receptions, corporate conferences and functions. Secrets Health Beauty and Day Spa offers guests the opportunity to escape, unwind and feel rejuvenated. Our accommodation is tailored to the discerning business traveller, holidaymaker and perfectly suited for that romantic getaway. We look forward to welcoming you to the Relax Inn.
You like it? Water paint. You like queuing to pay electricity?
Don't think so. VodaPay.
Wait, so I can use it?
Even if I'm on another network.
VodaPay.
Off to do the monthly
Shopping. It's done.
Really?
Yeah, Coco.
And we get rewards.
We like sending and receiving money now. How about when the combos communicate?
VodaPay it. You like good times with friends? VodaPay!
Introducing VodaPay, the one app for anything and everything. Like it, VodaPay it.
Morning, sports fans. Let's have a look at what's coming up this weekend in the world of sports, starting with football and the CAF Women's African Cup of Nations coming up this Sunday, the third game for Banyana as they tackle the women of Botswana at 10 p.m. Moving to the world of rugby, a host of fixtures to look forward to on Saturday, starting Brighton early at 10 to 8. Japan host France. At 9:05, it's the All Blacks against Ireland. At 5 to 12 in the morning, it's the Wallabies against England. The game of the weekend, of course, the Springboks making 14 changes to the run-on team as they tackle Wales in the second of 3 tests at 5:05. And at 9:10 in the evening, it's Argentina against Scotland. Quite a lot to look forward to in the world of cricket as well. The second and final test between Sri Lanka and Australia daily from 6:30 a.m. Coming up tomorrow at 3:30. It's the second T20 international between England and India. To look forward to on Sunday in the world of cricket at 11:45 in the morning, the first ODI between Ireland and New Zealand. And at 3:30, it's the third T20 international between England and India. Moving to some golf news now in the DP World Tour, it's the Genesis Scottish Open, and across the pond in the PGA Tour, it's the Barbasol Championship. In the world of tennis, we look forward to the men's and women's finals coming up in Wimbledon, and in motorsport in MotoGP action on Sunday at 3 p.m. It's the Finnish Grand Prix, and at the same time in the world of Formula One at 3 p.m. it's the Austrian Grand Prix. Moving to some cycling now, we move into the second week of the Tour de France this weekend, and finally a reminder to get down to the 2022 Ballito Pro at Willard's Beach, which comes to an end this weekend. I'm at Williams for Good Morning North Coast Sport. You have yourself an awesome sporting weekend, and we'll catch you back here next week.
Ik denk ik mis maar niet jou uit. Ik mis je stem, maar is niet geleden. En als je glimlach mij verlaat, leer mij geraamte in die ruimte. Ik denk ik mis maar niet jou uit.
Welcome back to our GMNC show. With me this morning, I'm very honored to have Chef Frantz, Complex Executive and Chef at uShaka Marine World and Director of SA Chefs. Welcome, Warren. It's so lovely having you this morning.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's nice to be here, and I'm going to talk about the Nelson Mandela Challenge that's happening on the 18th of July this year. So yeah, I'm excited to be here.
It's such an honor having you. I mean, you're such a well-known individual, and for me, it's, the biggest honor having you in studio opposite me. Warren, for those that don't know, give us a bit of a brief background about yourself.
Okay, I've been a chef over 30 years. I grew up in Cape Town, studied at Granger Bay Hotel School, went to Holland for a bit, UK, came back, spent some time in Joburg, didn't like it. I'm 12 years in Durban now. I'm the regional director for SA Chefs, looking after 7 regions, and all my regions are getting involved in Mandela Day this year.
Absolutely fabulous. Well, first of all, I just want to say, what a good move coming back from Joburg to KZN. I must have been there, done that, got the t-shirt, not for me.
Not for me either.
No, not at all. Warren, the Nelson Mandela Challenge was such a fabulous initiative. Tell us a bit about it.
Okay, it started 3 years ago, at the beginning of COVID. People, there's every day we have 3 meals a day, and there's people in South Africa that only have 2 meals per week, and it started there. And also the wastage of all the food in the country. It's like a third of all the food produced gets wasted, and we decided that we can take that food and we can give it to the chefs and to all the hubs, and they can make delicious, nutritious foods for the people in need.
Geez, that is absolutely amazing. And I know the challenge, it's all about a soup challenge. In 67 minutes, is it that individuals have 2 days to produce soup and donate to organizations? Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. But we've also started this year where we can prepare food beforehand, we can cool it down, freeze it, and on the day we can reheat and then produce.
That's absolutely
because it's quite a challenge to make thousands of liters of soup in
67 minutes.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So for the whole initiative is please come and deliver, their soup within the 2 days, the 16th and the 18th of July. And are there designated drop-off areas?
There are designated drop-off areas. If you look at Johannesburg, they're the hub. But if you look at KZN, we're going to drop off at creches, at hospitals and stuff like that. If you look at Cape Town, we've got designated hubs where we're going to drop the soup off. So this year we want to go bigger and better. We're involving the home cooks, we're involving corporates, we're involving hotels, restaurants. We want everybody to take part in the challenge this year. Yeah.
And how can I, as an individual or the public, get involved? What process do I follow?
You can go on our website, www.cwc.org.za, and you can find all the details on there.
Absolutely amazing. I do know this year we want to break a record. What was the previous record?
The previous record, I think we did 77,000 liters. Across the country.
Absolutely.
But I'm
amazing.
sure we're gonna.
I know we're gonna smash it. The community, come on, guys, get together. It's such a good initiative. And like you said, there's so many people that are malnutritioned in this country. And for us that eat how many times a day? What is taking a few hours out of your day to make some soup and drop off at the designated
100%.
Organizations?
Can I ask you a question?
Most definitely.
How much food do you waste a day?
I almost want to say, honestly, most of our leftovers, if we don't have it for lunch the next day.
And it goes into the bin.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you can freeze that. You can make a nice hearty soup of that. Yeah.
Most definitely. So it all starts at home.
All starts at home.
Guys, I'm challenging all to get involved. It's such a great cause. There's so many people, especially with the floods that have been affected, isn't it? All the people.
100%.
I mean, it's devastating what has happened. And I mean, at KZN here at home, we were affected the most. Let's all make an impact and try and get involved. Warren, it's been absolutely lovely having you in studio. Is there anything you'd like to say in closing?
Yeah, I would like to all the corporates in KZN and all the home cooks, please get involved this year and let's make a difference in everybody's life.
Most definitely. On that note, Warren, thank you so much, Chef. It's been absolutely fabulous having you in studio. Guys, individual cooks, corporates, individuals, let's all get involved, take up the challenge and make a difference in someone's life. We're going to go straight into an ad break. Welcome back to our GMNC show. With me in studio, I've got Marthie van Berg, which owns a clothing shop right here in Ballito called Kelaya. Marthie, good morning.
Good morning.
It's so lovely having you in studio with me this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Only a pleasure. Now, I know we've crossed paths a few times in the past, and I absolutely love your boutique shop.
Thank you so much.
Tell us a bit more about yourself and how you got into clothing.
Well, for all the years I was in corporate world, but yeah, in the back of my mind it was always there. The clothing was always on the sideline. So it came on my path this last year, so that I can have this little shop. So I thought maybe I must just give it a go and start it and see what's going. So we just moved recently down here, so about 2 years, two and a half years. So I thought maybe I must just give it a go and do it and see where it takes me. So that's where it started, the clothing for the boutique. But for my personal clothing, it would start way back years. When I was only 8 years old, I started.
So you've always had that passion.
Playing with grandma's offcuts and making some stuff. And then, yeah, that's where I actually started my love for clothing.
Oh, brilliant.
Making my own things, making some clothes. It's just a passion that I have, that I can live and see my dream come to life.
Well, listen, I know your work is absolutely
Thank you.
exquisite. Those outfits are beautiful. And is there a certain clothing line that you tend to focus a bit more on?
I'm more into like evening wear, but because we're on the coast and my mind is beginning to focus on more like beach wear. Also like stylish, but where you can wear it on the beach and you can be like you're feminine.
Well, exactly, and also boost your confidence as a beachgoer, looking good, feeling good. It's just fabulous. I mean, I've seen those bikinis and costumes. They are drop-dead gorgeous.
Thank you. And you know what, women, because when women get older, they are like, if they've got a baby or...
Very self-conscious,
yeah, and they want to cover something up. So if you have that beachwear that you can just have to cover that little rolletjie of something.
Yeah, it's allemaal daai rolletjie.
So yeah, then just to have that confidence to walk on the beach and not being exposed with everything showing.
Yes,
So yeah, that's my passion too. And like I said, women are beautiful. God made everybody beautiful. So yeah, women have to be beautiful in themselves, even if they are maybe too small, too big, doesn't matter. So I think my passion is in evening wear, but...
Marthie, and tell me, is there anything exciting coming up in the near future?
Yes, this shop is still small, but I'm looking for something bigger because my dream is actually to give some clothing lessons. But my dream is for every person to create their own, what's in them, because I believe that everyone have that in them to create something. So the dream is there. So as soon as that's going to happen, I'm going to tell everybody that wants to know. Even if you can't do a button or a seam or anything, I just want to take you by hand and tell you this is the next step. But yeah, that's a dream that's going to come true, and I'm just waiting. As soon as that's going to happen, I'm going to be exploding.
And I'm very excited for you. And my fingers are crossed that it happens very quickly. And in closing, Marthie, where are you located and how can we get a hold of you?
I'm at Bell Vista Center, Shop 2A. People can contact me on my cell phone number, 082-373-0444, or they can catch me on Facebook or Instagram.
And what is your Instagram handle?
It's Kelaya Clothing, and it's the same on Facebook, so they can just catch me
there.
Oh,
fantastic. That's easy. Well, guys, please come and support Marthie. Her designs are absolutely exquisite, and it's a clothing shop you don't want to miss. Thank you, Marthie. We appreciate having you in studio today.
Thank you for having me.
It's only a pleasure, and it was lovely having you in studio. Up next is a quick ad break.
Hi Ballito, I'm Tanya. I'm the lady from So It Seems, Benina in Ballito. can find us in Richard Park, right across from the Hirsch. The new shop. It's 3 times bigger than the old shop. We have lots more fabric, a lot more haberdashery items. If you can't sew, I will teach you how to sew. I have an additional teacher that helps us sew, and we have a fabulous space upstairs. Looking for a banana machine or a bonnet? I will sort you out with that one. In this little area, we do everything. We service the sewing machine, we service the overlocker. We fix it up for you. Within a week, you'll have it back. While you go through the pattern books, we have a coffee shop in-house called Buttonless Coffee. You can have a coffee or a snack to eat while you do your pattern searching, fabric searching, or sewing upstairs with us. See you soon!
Welcome back to GMNC. With me in studio is Yolanda, Karsten, co-owner of Scoot, Ballito. Yolanda, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
It's lovely having you in studio with me this morning.
Thank you very much.
Now, I know you guys have such a brilliant concept that's busy going around. Tell us a bit about Scoot Ballito.
Scoot Ballito is a rental company. We rent out scooters and tuk-tuks. And we got to the idea, you know, with the petrol prices that's rising and rising and rising and no one knows where it's going to stop. It's actually very convenient for us at this stage to open up this new business. Never did we know it's going to be so convenient at this time because of the petrol price. So everyone is in need of a way to get about that's cheaper. They want to park their car and maybe just use a scooter or a tuk-tuk. And now it's available.
What a great initiative. So I'm going to ask you two sides to it, because obviously there's the scooter side and the tuk-tuk side. With the scooter side, I mean, how does it work? Do you have to be over a certain age limit? For how long can you rent it?
The scooters we have available, there's three different types of scooters. We've got the more classic look type of scooter, that's a 150cc. Then we also have the more rugged look type, that's adventure scooters, that's also 150cc. And then for the youngsters, that's got a little bit of a young look to it, that we have a 125cc. But the normal license codes and regulations, road regulations count for all the licenses, either on the tuk-tuk side and the scooter side.
That's absolutely fabulous. And with the scooters, how does the rental work? Is it per hour that one gets billed, or?
The scooters is per hour. We rent them out from $250 an hour. You can rent them for the day, you can rent them for an hour, you can rent them for 2 days, 3 days. We've had scooters going out for 2 months at once. So that's the possibilities are endless. You can use them anyway.
It's like you said, especially now. I mean, especially holiday makers that come here, they've spent a lot of money on petrol coming down. It's so fun as well to jump on a scooter, go up and down the Ballito coastline. What a great initiative.
Yeah, and there's nowhere to park.
No, absolutely nowhere.
Especially in the holiday times, there's no parking available.
Currently, as well, it's a nightmare. And then with the tuk-tuks, do you as a person actually get the tuk-tuk to drive, or do you get a driver with the tuk-tuk, or how does it?
Either way, you can ride it yourself. It's really very easy. We show you everything you need to know before you take the tuk-tuk. People think, oh, they won't be able to drive this, but it's really easy. Young and old, everyone is. You'll be able to do it anytime.
And what's the seating limit on the tuk-tuk?
It takes the driver plus 3 medium-sized persons at the back.
So you can really fill it up.
You can fill it up with the whole family.
And on the, on these hills here in Ballito, there's some quite steep hills.
They do, depending on the passengers that you've got at the back. But they do go slow. But the other road users must just be patient. And it's holidays. Everyone is in a good mood. Just bear with it, but you will be able to get up the steep hills. That's definitely possible.
Love this whole idea. And how many tuk-tuks do you have currently? I mean, if I want to rent one,
at the moment we have 4 tuk-tuks available. Yeah, and the more the demand grows, the more tuk-tuks we will get eventually. But that's very popular at the moment.
Absolutely brilliant. And again, does the same rental rates apply from the scooters to the tuk-tuks?
The tuk-tuks is $4.50 a day, and it's also available on a daily or a weekly or. We're open to possibilities. The people have different needs, and we're open to any suggestions that the public needs, like I say.
That's amazing. And tell me, do you limit the person in which the areas they're allowed to travel, or?
There are certain roads, according to regulations, the laws, that certain roads that they're not allowed to travel on. So we suggest that the people just use the Dolphin Coast
area
from, let's say, Salt Rock or Sheffield Beach up until Ballito and the
much
area
better
around.
to do so. It's better for control measures. And there's safety at the end of the day.
If someone will take a scooter, for instance, like say for a month or 2 months, they're allowed to go anywhere they want. I mean, they use it to travel in and out of Ballito, maybe to uShaka for business or whatever they need. There's no limits on the scooters, but the tuk-tuks are actually just limited to the area.
Of course, they'll just be in there. I'm sure you'll get those chances, but it's good just
I'm
to
sure
make
you
them
will.
young.
I'm sure you will.
It'll be quite funny seeing a tuk-tuk on the highway going up in uShaka. And then Yolanda, where are you guys located and how can we get a hold of you?
They can contact us. We are located in the Pinnacle Equipment Store, the bike shop in Ballito Village, or they can contact us on a cell phone number 082-047-6050, and we're also available on Facebook, just under Scoot Ballito. They can anytime just visit our Facebook page. Everybody's photos are on there of all the excursions they've already had with the tuk-tuks and all the fun they've had. So please come and have a look there.
I think it's such a brilliant concept and idea, and I'm excited to try out the tuk-tuk. I'm a bit scared of a scooter, but a tuk-tuk, I think me and my friends will look very dashing.
It's really fun.
And have many great selfies too to take in that tuk-tuk.
Yes.
What a good way to have a girls' day or guys' day.
You know what, we are open for any events.
Yeah.
People want to book the tuk-tuks maybe for a bachelor party or just a pub crawling. If they don't want to drive it themselves, we will get a driver and we will just take you wherever you want to go. It's not a taxi service, but you rent it for the evening or for the day, and then we will just help you with that.
Absolutely brilliant. Yolanda, it's been so great having you in the studio. Thank you so much for taking time out of your morning to come and see us this morning.
Thank you very much.
Guys, go and book your scooters and tuk-tuks. It'll be lots of fun, and what a great way to have a good adventure and save money all at once. Thank you, Yolanda.
Thank you.
We're going to go into a quick ad break.
Denk jy is slim genoeg om 'n greep aan my gees te kry? Hou net jou hand in my hand, want jou hand is koud. Almal sê jou koue hande is warm liefde vir my. En ek dink ek besef dit, wat doen jou koue hande aan my? En ek dink ek besef dit, wat doen jou koue hande aan my? Ek dink dit is slim genoeg.
Welcome everyone. I'm so amped to be back as usual for our weekly entertainment segment here on Good Morning North Coast. Now I'm so super stoked for this interview. Get to talk to one of my very good friends, Carl, in the studio. Welcome, my dear.
Morning, Zoe. How are you?
Awesome. I feel like this is going to be the easiest and most chilled interview I've ever done. So tell me first, let's go back and let's look at the timeline. Obviously, I know you as a musician and what you're doing, and also with your music academy, but I have little to no information as to where that started. Can you take me back a bit?
I can take you way back. Okay, so basically, I'm going back to being 7 years of age, and I started playing the guitar at church, and at that time it was just that. And then over the years, I developed myself into other instruments until I became went into my studies, and I was doing that for a while. I studied different stuff, and I got into music eventually as a career. So I opened up a school in 2012, and I started off with just one guitar and a piano, which was 700 Rand. And I started off a school with just 4 students, and then this year on the 9th of June, the school is now 10 years, and in 10 years I've opened up 5 different academies.
Sure. And where are these academies? On the North Coast?
Okay, some of them are basically on the school. And my main base was in Tongaat, and then I had a base in Richards Bay and in Stanger. But due to COVID and whatever's been happening, I had to close those bases down. But currently, I have a school in Tongaat, in Ballito, and in Groutville.
Okay, and I think as everything recovers from COVID, life getting back to normal, you'll be able to start getting more of those things back on track again.
Most definitely, because music has become a demand for many, especially in the lives of kids. It's something that brings excitement to them and changes in their lives.
Yes, yes. I've found that through my teaching years myself, that getting to see those kids really dig into that creative part of their minds, and it just brings out so much of them, and they can figure out who they are as a musician. It's so fulfilling, isn't it?
No, it is. You know, Zoe, the thing is with music, I guess people got the wrong perception of it. People think that it's just a leisure. But being a teacher for 10 years and teaching so many different people, should I say, it's not just kids. My youngest student was 3.5, and my eldest student was 84 years of age. And if you think of that, people think it's a leisure, but it has a lot of life skills in it that you teach kids and adults. Patience and discipline and much more. I mean, look at me. I didn't think that music would be my career, but today this is what I do, and I'm actually a proud teacher.
That's phenomenal. And for those that are interested, what different instruments or do you teach?
Okay, currently I do teach the guitar, the drums, the piano, the bass guitar, and the ukulele, and then I also provide vocal coaching as well.
Phenomenal. And obviously behind all of this, there's kind of like a basic theoretical knowledge that needs to go into these things.
Yes, most definitely. Listen, we have different age groups as well as different demands from different people, should I say. So some really like to go into reading and writing, which takes us into different stages, as you're aware of. And then you also get a large group of people that just want to learn music to play at home, and they're not willing to get too much into the theory part, should I say. But in that, I would still teach them the instrument and all the information that they need to know about it to make them a successful musician. And I'm proud to announce that there's many students of mine that are now becoming artists, and they've also been releasing a few singles, so that's good.
That's so exciting when that happens, though, when we get to sit back and see that they've really taken the information we've given them and just run with it. It's awesome.
I guess it's a proud moment for their families
Well,
as well.
we had that proud moment recently watching one of our own artists, HannaB, up on stage, and we sat there like years worth of work just watching it unfold on stage and how exciting and phenomenal it is. It's just...
I guess it's that exciting feeling because it means that your work is being productive and it's positive and we can see the proof in that.
Definitely. Now, from a musical side, on your perspective, you're obviously a musician, not just teaching, but you're an active musician yourself. What's been happening on that front?
To be really honest, I used to perform a lot of gigs before, and due to my school and being really, I currently have a full-time school, so it takes up a lot of my time. But I do perform now and again. But most of my days are basically at the school, at the academy, or I'm a worship leader for 24 years. So I'm fully into that as well, where I'm always performing or doing different meetings, should I say.
Yes, yeah, but I suppose in that atmosphere, that's where the passion is. Also, that you're going to have more passion when you're playing, because I used to play in worship myself, and I've been dabbling back into it recently, and there is a lot more passion that goes into it.
Well, to be really honest, I would say my career started off with that because my passion was always worship. And that's where it began. I remember at 7 years old when I first started playing, the guitar was bigger than my body.
It's like...
Yeah, but you know what, it teaches you so much. So
it does.
Yeah.
And it's always great to start in that atmosphere because you can make mistakes and you've got a forgiving audience. You know, the congregation aren't going to get too angry
I
at you.
guess so, because I guess not everyone knows when you're making the mistake. So it was a good learning ground. And the thing is, you know, by being in the worship, it also helps you. I mean, you as a teacher also know with music, it's a lot of time and practice that makes you a successful one. And being in the worship team or you're playing in the worship team, it does help because you're practicing as well as playing on different services in a week.
Yes, no, 100%. So that I found myself that those hours putting into it helped me gain a lot of experience. So when I had to put that in the real world, it wasn't as scary or difficult.
No, most definitely. Compared to most musicians, we just get a chance to practice at home. Therefore, when it comes to my school, I also have various concerts. In that way, parents get to watch what their kids are learning, and basically these kids have a platform to be on stage just to perform.
Yeah, that's so exciting just to get that experience. Because otherwise they get chucked on stage and you can just see, you can almost see the information that you've taught them just vanish under the pressure.
100%.
So getting that experience is so helpful, and the more they do it, the better they get at it.
No, that's very
so
true.
Exciting. It's awesome. But it's always so exciting doing all of this. Now, you said you're in multiple different places. If people want to try and find you at their nearest kind of spot, where can they go to find you? Okay,
they can find me on Facebook and Instagram, as well as most of them contact us via email and WhatsApp. So my numbers are as follows. You've got 0739069431, and most people contact me via emails, and that's on carlsmusicacademy@icloud.com, and on Facebook I go as Carl Joe-Manicum, and on Instagram it's just Carl Manicum.
Okay, phenomenal. Absolutely love it as always. So admire what you do. And I so love working with you. It's always so much fun.
Likewise, Zoe.
Isn't it just the best?
It's a lot of fun. It's what we do. I guess with music, people make it a bit too serious. It's about having fun as well.
Like doing the job, but having fun while you're there. Otherwise, it just saps the joy right out of it. And we do this because we love it.
To be honest, I would make a statement like this. I don't think I've been happier doing any other job than what I do now.
Yes. 100%. I agree with you 1000%. It's epic. Thank you so much for coming in, Carl. So stoked to have you here. So stoked to have such an easy conversation as well. And you guys heard, this is Carl's Music Academy. You can catch him on Facebook. Go looking for him online. And if it's those music lessons you want, then get yourself in there. It's so exciting. And whichever avenue you want to take musically, there's some way for you to learn and to really find that passion. So you guys check it out. And I will see you next week for our next interview with another musician. See you.
Drive Timers, ready for showtime. Another exciting episode of the Drive Times here from the top floor at CMH Motor City. And we're with my man, Mr. Jesse Curl. What's happening?
Thanks, so good to see you again, my man. Thank you for having me.
And a pleasure. Welcome back for a short stay this time.
Yeah, just here for a few days. It's our last weekend off before we go into a 20-week block of matches, of test matches. So, yeah, great to be home. Last a few days with family and some friends, and then back into it.
20 week, did you say 20 week?
Yep.
That's a lot of rugby, it's a lot of tackling, guys. The man's going to need hot baths or ice baths after that, eh?
Ice and hot baths.
Of course. And just by the way, I just want to thank you for my top.
Looking very smart.
I'm looking smart. It's a Springbok, not a Springboks. It's official. But listen, old Jesse's going to be driving around and not the urban cruiser, in the Suzuki Vitara. The one that we've told everybody, the Brezza Vitara. Have a look at it. Come see us at CMH Motor City and they'll show you how we can do a good deal for you on that car. But yeah, till then, you must travel nicely. It's a big car. It's not a small car. You'll fit in there.
Thanks so much.
You must enjoy it. Have happy miles. Her sponsors are New World Travel. Anna, we want to say thank you to her.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much for loaning us your car. It is a Suzuki, so we're allowed to. But yeah, no, until we see you again, you must have a good time. Travel safe.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much for having me. It's always so special to come in here and get so welcomed and feel so welcome. And yeah, everyone, I hope you guys have a great weekend.
Thanks, and I just want to say, if you pan the camera that way, you can see why we're sweating here. We've got all the Miss Ballito finalists rocking up. We're looking gorgeous. Guys, catch the episodes. We'll see you soon. Till then, safe journeys. Stay safe.
Die geheim asseblief om in rus te vaar. En as ek slaap het my koors my ingehaal. Want my hart het alweer in die kloof verdwaal. Alweer in die kloof verdwaal. Alweer in die kloof verdwaal. Laat rus my op haar skoot.
Honestly, I'm just blown away by how good this Springbok side is. You can achieve greatness once, but to achieve it consistently, it's all credit to the Springboks.
Against the Springboks, the games, they live up to the hype.
As ek alleen hierdie pad moet loop. Ek dink jy is lief genoeg om 'n greep aan my gees te kry. Hou net jou hand in my hand. Want jou hand is koud. Almal sê jou koue hande is warm liefde vir my. En ek dink ek besef dit. Wat doen jou koue hande aan my? En ek dink ek besef
thank you to every guest and viewer for making this Friday edition of GMNC an absolute blast. Just a quick reminder about our religious content that streams every Sunday from 8:30 a.m. We hope that you have a marvelous weekend. Stay tuned for the music video showcasing the little star, HannaB.
Liberating, reverberating in this journey called